Welcome back, Enchanters. We have an amazing, probably the most sought after video awaiting since 2020 when some of these pieces were announced. So this is a massive new alert on new Disney Jim Shore pieces. Yes. I mean, have you seen the size of this box? Do you have any idea what this box is? I know y'all have been wanting to know all the details about the new Rapunzel. It is called the Rapunzel Dreaming of Floating Lights Castle piece. We are going to open them and both of us, well, all of us, are going to experience them at the same time. My shipment just came in today. Today is Tuesday, August the 17th, and this video will air on next Monday. So, I mean, like, I have some other videos I've already pre-recorded, but this one is taking precedence because I know all of you want to dive in and know about the specs, the sizes. Can I fit this? Is it worth my budget? And so, especially these two pieces. And I'm not sure if you're aware, but you see this massive box right here, which is literally the size of my torso? This is the new Belle Premium Collector's piece, where Jim is making 13 princesses in this massive scale. This is insane. This is huge. I was not expecting a box this big. I was not. Honestly, I was expecting a box maybe this big for it. And I mean, we're going to dive in. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait to experience this because I haven't experienced it. We're experiencing it all together, so this is a live reaction, and let's go ahead and dive in. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and dive in first with this big boy right here. This big boy. And then we're going to go ahead and dive into the Belle at the very end. While we open some other new pieces that came in, we have the Ariel and Rapunzel holiday princess pieces arrived. We also have the Jack and Sally moonlight dance piece with the moon behind them. And we have Merry Tree Trimmings. It's the Mickey and Friends decorating a Christmas tree. So super excited. I'm expecting next week to get a few other pieces, like the Maleficent headpieces coming. Some other holiday pieces are coming as well. We have like the Pooh and Piglet playing in autumn, the Vampire and Vampire Mini. We have the Stitch and Simba little personality poses as well. Those are all coming next week, but hey, at least we have some content now. They're dividing my order. Well, they've divided everyone's order. Enesco never just like ships it all out at once. So without further ado, let's stop rambling and let's dive in, because I am the most excited for this piece right here. If you are a Disney Princess Jim Shore Castle collector, you're going to appreciate this piece. Now this piece, it's supposed to stand at 18 inches tall, so let's go ahead and see. The box is 20 inches tall, but the piece is supposed to be 18. So let's check that out, because that has been a huge reason why a lot of people are holding off on this piece, because the size. People don't know where they're going to put it. It doesn't fit in their shelving units. It will be too high to put on the top tier shelf because it will not be high. It's too tall and not short enough to fit under the ceiling. So a lot of people have had questions about this. So let's go ahead and dive in. I will say this box is incredibly hollow. It weighs nothing. Nothing. I would go as far as to say that Snow White's cottage castle probably weighs more than this. And many of you are going to be asking, I did my previous video this week, but these are going on sale today, unfortunately. So when you watch this video, they will have already gone on sale. On Disney on Display is the name of the Facebook group. I'm posting it tonight once I edit this video. I have one of each of these pieces will be going on sale. It is free shipping. It's free shipping and no tax. But that is the best I can do. And I only accept Venmo, Cash App, or Zelle. The reason why I do not accept PayPal is because I'm already not doing the tax and I am already exempting the shipping. And that is extremely costly to send these pieces out. Shipping has been a nightmare. So I can't afford to have an additional PayPal and or eBay surcharge on top of that. It's in plastic still, so I still can't like experience the whole thing. I'm praying for no breakatures, and if we do have any breakatures with any of these pieces, I'm pausing it, and I have another piece I can open. So, OMG, OMG, OMG. It's incredibly lightweight. I don't see any breakages so far. Yay. Let's take the plastic off. Wow. I'm actually going to leave the tag on. The ones that I'm opening right now, these are going to be the ones that I'm selling. The mines are in the box. Those I open later. So this is the one you would be actually purchasing on Disney on display. I still don't know the price because I have to go through my invoice. But OMG. This is absolutely gorgeous. So as you zoom in on the details, now I've noticed this. Rapunzel's face isn't the clearest. So as you zoom in, before we get to that, let's start from the base going up. It is extremely hollow. It probably weighs 4 pounds. Doesn't weigh much. Ooh, let's see the size on this too. Is this 18 inches? Yeah, it's exactly 18 inches tall. So as you zoom in on the details, we'll start with the base as we immerse ourselves up. The base, a lot of people were concerned, like, because it's a big piece, will the base be too wide? It is not. It's perfect. It's not wide at all. It's just perfect. And then, again, weighs about 4 pounds, 18 inches tall. It's very much doable. The one thing is, it is a tall piece. So that is the one thing with this. It is tall. The roof reminds me a lot of the Disney Cinderella roof from the clock tower that Jim initially made years ago. So as we come up, you have like this rock slide here, and then it comes up and you have these vines that come up. The detailing is absolutely beautiful. I love the rose mulling detail here. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Like, this is a must-have. You need this in your collection. It is a must-have. It's like nothing we've ever seen before with Jim. Has like this clock tower vibe, but then again, it's her tower. So it's fat, slim, and then it gets a little wider at the roof of the piece. And then we have Rapunzel. Not sure if you can zoom in on that too clearly, but you have Rapunzel looking out of her window, which is an awesome detail because the other castle pieces don't have the Disney princesses on them. So I really do like that aspect. She isn't the cleanest job and or has the cleanest paint job ever. You're not going to experience that in any piece because it's so small, but she's there. Now, this piece retails for, if I'm not mistaken, oh, JP, you know, and I didn't see an invoice. I don't have my invoice in here because I didn't get an invoice. I don't see my invoice. Did I get one in my previous box? I'll be right back. Well, I tried to see if I could find that my invoice. I don't have one, but I will post the price right over there. So, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. I mean, it is absolutely stunning. I'm so excited. And I know I'm so excited, like, as you could tell, I'm not following the original format of any of my video. So before we continue, don't forget, I appreciate you when you subscribe. This is the first time on YouTube that you are seeing these pieces. So if you want to see more content from me, make sure to subscribe below. Hit that notification bell, ding, to get notified every time I come to y'all with content. Every Monday I upload content. And sometimes on Thursdays as well. Not every Thursday. Try to do 1 or 2 Thursdays a month. And don't forget, we have a giveaway. So before we continue, let's go ahead and look at what we are giving away. And don't forget about our incredible giveaway that we're having. This is for reaching 1,000 subscribers. The moment we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will be doing this incredible giveaway, which is the 100-Acre Caper Adventure Winnie the Pooh piece. In order to be eligible to earn this giveaway, you must be subscribed to our channel. You must like our videos, And every video that you comment under and that you share, you get multiple entries. So if you share our video, you get 2 entries, and for every time that you comment on any of my videos, beginning from the months of July through once we get to the 1,000 subscribers. My goal is to get to 1,000 by the conclusion of August. Fingers crossed, with your support we'll get there. You will be receiving an entry. So you get 2 entries for sharing the video, shared on any of your platforms, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere on social media, Instagram, and if every time you comment on any of our videos and you engage with me, you also get an entry. So this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. As you zoom in, it's one of my favorite Winnie the Pooh Jim short pieces ever made. It's this beautiful tree bark, Winnie reaching inside the tree to gather some honey. There's the little details with the bees, and then you have his best friends, Tigger, Piglet, and Eeyore, all supporting him on this venture. It is absolutely adorable, and I can't wait for someone to earn this. So may the odds forever be in your favor, and let's get back to our video. I can't wait to see who shares that video. Again, make sure to share that video. Yeah, you can tag me on Instagram, share the video if you're in any groups, especially with all the excitement happening right now with this piece, because this is amazing. Can you believe this is the first time in 2021 that we get a shipment, new Disney Jim Shore. Now, yes, about a month ago, I did my video of the 3 sleighing pieces of Mickey and Friends, but that's part of this shipment. So we only got 1 shipment this entire year, 1 collection, which typically we get 2, but this year we only got 1. So next year we're expected to definitely get 2. But yeah, the pandemic hasn't treated Enesco quite nicely. So there you have it. And yes, I am a wholesaler with Enesco. And so what that means is I sell these pieces. Now, quite honestly, I'm very, very, very busy with my personal venture and with my job. And so I don't have the time right now and or the capacity to really emphasize a lot of my time in selling these. The profit, to be completely transparent, is not much. It really isn't. And with a competitive online market and people selling some of these pieces especially when they launch on Amazon for free shipping, it makes it impossible for retailers to really survive. Now, granted, all these pieces you're seeing, you're not going to see all of them on Amazon, but you're going to see a good, at least 40% of them show up. And with the free shipping option, and many times they do 25, sometimes 40% off the MSRP price, it is impossible. We make 50% off on these pieces plus tax. So the profit margin isn't much. And then to ship these out, they're big boxes many times, like this one and this one. And so shipping is ridiculous. To ship a box like this costs like $25. And again, if you live in California and I'm out here on the East Coast in New York, it's far more. So now that you can get into like a priority size box, it's really, really challenging to make this a lucrative business. I am hoping that next year, once we get to 10,000 followers, I will be starting my my website. And I will be selling these. I will be selling from my website at incredible competitive price points. But until now, I only get 2 of each piece. I keep 1 for myself, and the other one I sell on Disney on Display. So go check that group out. I'm going to link it as well in the description. It's a first come, first serve basis. So yes. So next piece we're opening up. I'm not even going to say what it is. I'm just going to leave it a mystery, right? And again, the pieces I'm opening right now, this is the piece that you would purchase on Disney on Display if you're one of the very lucky first people to catch that post on Tuesday evening, August the 17th. So here we have Rapunzel, and this piece is called Gifts of Peace. And it's part of that that holiday collection. As you zoom in on the details, it is beautiful. I love the green base with the little squares. Reminds me of the lights from the scene of the lights in the movie. She's wearing her what looks to be, yes, it's her original dress, but it's a little bit more. Usually we see her purple. It's more of a like a mulberry color, and then she has this beautiful light pink shawl. So it has changed a bit. It's like mulberry and light pink versus that purple and light pink. She has her beautiful flowing hair, but it's not braided at all. So I've been seeing that a lot, and I'm glad that it's not braided. So she has her beautiful flowing hair. She has some flower details as well. And then she has a little green gift, and that is in representation of her little froggy friend. And so what this collection does is that it encompasses all the princesses and their like pals, like their best pals, are presented in a gift, and it's their color scheme in the gift, which is pretty cute. So we do have this piece in a Snow White, a Sleeping Beauty, a Cinderella, and a Belle, and he just released the Rapunzel. That's part of the collection. And aside from Rapunzel, he also has released the Ariel. I am going to put up the price of this right now, right there. And there you have it, because I don't want to quote any of this because I don't have my invoice. I was not sent an invoice. What am I doing? Here I am packaging it, but I'm actually going to take a picture for y'all. It's going to be my thumbnail picture. Yay! Awesome sauce. There you have it. Awesome. So let's go ahead and dive in now. We opened Rapunzel. You know who's next. It is the Ariel, and I'm super excited about this one. And in general, whenever I do sell any pieces, I always open them and examine them to make sure they're in pristine condition. So when they leave to me, you know that you're getting a piece that is not damaged. Can't guarantee that the paint job is going to be the best, because lately has it been the best on any of these pieces? I don't know. It hasn't. But you do know that it's not going to be damaged. And here we have it. Okay, I love her. She's my favorite one. Not because she's not my favorite princess, but she is my favorite one. So this is the Ariel Winter Gift Collection piece. The name of this piece is called Gifts of Song. The base is my absolute favorite. You have these little seashells, and then they have the little holly florals on the bottom of them. She's wearing her green dress. And it has this holiday rose mulling detail with the little stars, which is really pretty. I also love her shawl. Her shawl also has that same like shell detail that you see on the base. It's there as well. Her gifts, of course, she has a red one, and she has a yellow and blue, which it represents Sebastian and Flounder. Oh, this yellow and blue is my favorite. It's a gorgeous piece. Her face looks good. She has on these like pearl cascading earrings as well. It's a beautiful piece. I absolutely love it. I'm really glad he made these. Yes, the whole princess theme has been overkill, but I'm glad he made them. The paint job again has not been the best on these for a very long time. It has been very sloppy. If you look at the bottom of the base, you are going to notice that the snow is painted in that green. So again, I don't know if you can tell as we zoom in, but later this year we are getting a professional camera, so you'll be able to see all those details in future videos as we zoom in. Beautiful piece. The paint job, it can do better, but nevertheless, it is a beautiful piece. Next, we have The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I'm super excited because I mentioned that for Halloween, for the month of October, we're doing a Nightmare Before Christmas capsule collection, so you'll be seeing all of our Nightmare Before Christmas pieces. Super excited to film that. There is another Nightmare Before Christmas. There's two other Nightmare Before Christmas pieces that launch. It's a Lock, Shock, and Barrel piece, and it's also a Zero and Jack decorating the Christmas tree, similar to this piece we're going to open, same size. Those have not arrived just yet. Ew. Oh wow, this piece is big. I was not expecting it to be this big. Just for purposes that this is someone's piece that someone's going to be purchasing this. I'm not going to remove the safety procedures on them, which is the safety protocols on them, which is the rubber bands and the styrofoam. I'm not going to be removing it for the purpose of this video, but when I do my capsule collection, you'll be able to see it. That's annoying. So, the name of this piece, I think I mentioned it before, but let's do it again. It is a moonlight dance. So this is Jack and Sally. I love this base. Again, it's that hilltop, that swirly hilltop that's iconic in the movie, but I love that lilac and that like blue hue to it, to the bottom of the base, the navy base. It is beautiful. Now the back is this moonlight, which is absolutely gorgeous, and they are dancing. I will say Sally's hands don't look the most detailed at all. Her hands just look sloppy. I'm not sure if you can notice those details, but the way her hand overlays here on top, I just don't know, it just looks sloppy. Again, the price point for this piece is going to be right over here. And I love her aesthetically. She's more matted. She's not as vibrant as we've seen her in her other color stories. The paint that they use is very different on these than in the past. Oh, and by the way, these are all being made in China again. They were being made in, I believe, Cambodia. The previous shipment that came out last year was being made in Cambodia, and these again are now being made in China. I don't know what's up with the inconsistency of vendors that Enesco's using, but that's been happening as well. I think that Jim Shore has been, they have been I think just the entire Asian market has manufactured pieces for Enesco because they've been very inconsistent with where they're being produced. Different factories have produced these pieces. And of course, in order to keep the price point low and, you know, the brand itself right now, you know, as you all know, Jim Shore's brand has become it has become just a home staple, and it's so commercialized. And in order to keep the prices affordable at what, you know, we've been purchasing these pieces at, you know, versus paying like $125 for a statue like this, versus it's probably like the prices, I don't know. I know I put it up there because my future self, when I edit this video, will put the accurate price. But a piece like this is like $65, $70 versus paying $125. You'd be paying for that extra meticulous paint job, the extra detailing, the better styrofoam packaging. You would see those consistencies. Still, nevertheless, it's beautiful. I love her face and I love his detailing. I love his slenderness. It is perfect. It is very packaged very beautifully with the rubber bands and the styrofoam. Don't get me wrong. It is a beautiful piece, and it's a large piece in scale. I was not expecting a piece this big. So there you have it. I am literally, of all the pieces we've opened so far, of course I'm the most excited for these two, but this one I'm very excited for. I'm a collector of the holiday pieces. Not everyone is. I do love, ooh, and this comes, it's battery operated. Oh, sweet. Let's pause this video while I go get batteries. And we're back. So I went and got me my batteries. It requires two. Here I am opening an extra. It requires only 2 AAA batteries, so yay. Alright. And fun fact, vintage Jim Shore, which shouldn't even be called vintage because it's not like over 30 years old. But older Jim Shore pieces used to come with batteries. Not all. If it required AA batteries or AAA, never. But the smaller pieces, they used to have built-in LED lights. They used to come with the little bullet button batteries. I am so excited. This is amazing. This piece is beautiful. It might just be one of my newest and most favoriteest holiday pieces to launch. So the only detail that lights up is going to be as you zoom in on this piece, the detail that lights up is the tree topper, the star. So let's go ahead and dive in. As we zoom in, this piece is absolutely beautiful. The name on this piece is going to be Merry Tree Trimmings. It is so freaking cute. So as you zoom in on details, you have this beautiful tree, and you have the Fab 5, not the Fab 6, so we don't have Daisy in this. I love the base. First off, I love that the base is round. It's not squared. You have this round base. You have the holly wrapped around the trimming of this base. And then you have Pluto at the very front, and he's lounging on top of some of the gifts. And you have Minnie at the bottom of the tree, and Minnie is wearing this red attire. Now, what doesn't make sense to me in this piece is that, wow, that's a terrible paint job. Wow. I don't know if that's a misprint or what. I may have to return this. I'm gonna have to open my other one, and I'm gonna let y'all know if that's an issue. But so Minnie is wearing an entire red ensemble, right? She's wearing all red. That's not her traditional ensemble, and she's the only one with a hat versus no one else is in their festive attire. So that makes absolutely no sense. And this is the part I have an issue with. This big red blotch right here, that should be part of the tree. It should be green. It should not be red. Because it just looks weird. So definitely going to see what's that all about. I have to open my other piece to see if that's just an issue with all of them, because then that's just a terrible paint job. Then we come up to Goofy. Love his color story. Looks amazing. He's holding up Donald. Donald's in his traditional color story as well. Who's holding up Mickey in the most awkward poses, if I must say so myself. It's a very awkward pose. And then Minnie decorating it. I think it's a beautiful piece. There are a lot of stuff, though, here that are making no sense to me. And it really, most of it derives from Minnie. I've never seen her in this attire before. And it's just inconsistent that she's festive and holiday themed and they aren't. Makes no sense. It's a little inconsistent. It's almost as if she was an afterthought and they just added her there as an afterthought. I'm going to take it back. It's not my favorite holiday piece, nor is it up there. It's cute. I'm a collector and I collect them, but again, it's little details like that that do matter. They really do matter. So there you have it. Meh. And I do know at the price point on these, these are far more pricier. These are retailing for, I think, a little over $100 each. Again, I'm going to put the price right there. So the price point on these, the MSRP price, are a lot higher. And again, it does have that, when it has that mixed media feature, like being battery operated and lighting up, it's going to cost even more money. There you have it. And I think now the moment we've all been waiting for, this colossal piece. This is a rare rose. It is Belle. This piece is massive. It is huge. It's unnecessarily huge. I'm hoping that it's just a lot of styrofoam, right? And packaging, which is upsetting because this piece retails for $150. They're going to be anywhere from $150 to $175. That's insane. And it's mainly because, first off, she's heavy. She's like double the weight of the tower. I thought she was going to be a lot more hollow. She's very heavy. There's big packaging in this. And what's great about these is that they do come in a brown box, so they individually each come in their own brown box. So when they ship out, that's the one thing I don't have to do is invest in another box to ship one of these out. So let's go. Ooh, okay, let's dive in. Before we do that, I see a beautiful surprise here. You get a certificate of authenticity, a rare rose. That's it right there as you zoom in. We haven't gotten, last time we got a certificate of authenticity was with the Sleeping Beauty pink dress piece, which y'all are going to see later at the end of this month. Yeah, it's the last video we're airing this month. You're going to see that. So this is the first in the new Enchanted Princess Masterpiece series. Jim Shore's, so this is the, again, this is called the Enchanted Princess Masterpiece series. So these are masterpiece pieces. Jim Shore's stunning 15-inch Belle, a rare 15 inches. That is insane. That she's not going to fit in my cabinets at all. Just can't, because it's just too much. I don't have the space. This is actually going to be a piece that I will not be, it's going straight to storage unit because I do not have the space to store this. It's just really, it's too big. A rare rose design captures an iconic scene from the 1991 Disney classic Beauty and the Beast, handcrafted in exquisite detail and featuring accents of glistening crystal. This elegant Belle in her golden ball gown depicts the beloved Disney princess gazing at the mystical rose at the heart of the story. Released to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the award-winning film, this timeless beauty is the perfect premiere for the exciting new Enchanted Princess Masterpiece series. So this year is the 30th anniversary of Beauty and the Beast, and we are getting her. The next piece that was announced in the series to be released is Ariel. So she will launch, we get her either in January or February. That one looks so stunning. And then we have Tiana, and it looks like the fourth one will be Snow. So it looks like next year we will be getting Tiana and Ariel. So these are coming, these will be, again, they're being released little by little by little. We're expecting to get anywhere from 2 to 3 a year. So it's exciting. Again, these are masterpiece pieces, so they're very big, and I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people think that because they're a masterpiece piece, you know, I'm going to take my time and, you know, I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off, right? I'm going to hold off and get it later. No. Like, these pieces, I'm telling you right now, because they're so large and they're making an abundance of... They're making 13 princesses, by the way. I don't know the list of all 13, but they are making all 13 in this jumbo size. Because of that, of the size, they can't afford to store so many and make a second editions of these pieces. They can't. They're very big. They want to get them out of the way and release the new one. So I'm telling you, this is a piece you don't want to sleep on if you want to collect all of them. It is going to cost you. It's going to run you a lot. You know, if you're buying them at MSRP price, the entire collection of all 13 of them is going to run you up to close to about $3,000, a little under $3,000 eventually for all of them. Oh my, this is a massive box. Again, this is the one that I'm putting up on sale on Disney on Display. Massive. Here we go. The suspense is killing me. It is killing me. OMG. So, I haven't taken this piece out of the box, as you can see. She is freaking huge. She is massive. This is not what I was expecting. Oh yeah, this definitely is not going to fit in any of my showcases. She has weight to her. She's not cheaply made at all. Jeez Louise. Wow. She literally reminds me of like one of those porcelain dolls from Disney. She's massive. This is so unnecessary. What? What the hell? Wow. Okay, let's get this box out of the way. I'm speechless right now. This is something else. Let's take these batteries out of the way too. We're definitely gonna need this. What is happening right now? This piece is on steroids. Look at this. Size comparison. This is insane. All right. I just need a moment to observe here to give my opinion on this. I'm speechless. This is not what I expected. Now, okay. I don't even know where to start with this. So I want to start off by saying I saw this. Okay, Jim and his daughter Robin did a video on Facebook. By the way, every Wednesday at 2 p.m. they go live on Facebook, and he shows some of his concepts coming up, his new projects, some sketches, some pieces that will never be released, etc. He answers fan questions. I love it. It's a beautiful segment. It's a 30-minute segment. Great opportunity to just see him. And this was in the background, and then Robin picked it up and she brought it. But when she brought it, it's as if it weighed... First off, it's as if it was like 2/3 of this size. And when she brought it, it seemed so hollow. She like lifted it with one hand. You can't lift this with one hand. It is very, 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 very big. Oh my god. Okay, let's start from the bottom and work our way up. I'm astounded. I'm taken aback. I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the best pieces ever crafted. But it is massive. It is not for everyone's collection. It is massive. It's not going to fit in one of your glass showcases like that, like your IKEA showcases. It's not going to fit in that. It's too large. There's no way it would fit in that. Yeah, 15 inches tall. 15 inches. So those units right there, those things are no more than 14 inches. Those glass boxes. So it won't fit in one of those. Now again, measure yours. If it's 15 inches, great, but give it some little extra wiggle room. So you want to go like at 15 and a half, 16 inches. But this will not fit there. This does not, in one of my showcases, like I'm sorry, like this is taking up way too much retail space, and I could put more figurines inside of one of these vanities versus just putting her in there. It doesn't make any sense. Unfortunately, I will not be displaying her, but OMG, she's going into storage, and in my future home, we'll have a space for all of these massive princesses. Okay, let's go ahead and start. The base, by the way, if you were curious, that is the bottom of the base. It has the name of the piece. These do not have an edition size. That means that they are not numbered out of a certain quantity. Let's start. First off, my favorite detail is on the bottom of the base. I'm not sure as you zoom in, you have the lace detail. So you see her lace. So her undergarment lace underneath the dress. You have the iconic quilted pattern on her dress. Belle's princess, my favorite princess dress is Belle's dress. I think it's the best princess dress ever. Belle's Beauty and the Beast is also my favorite Disney movie, and it's a close like first or second between Sleeping Beauty and Oliver and Company. I'm obsessed with Oliver and Company, and so you have this beautiful, beautiful quilted detailing here, which is stunning. It is beautifully painted. Each quilt has shadowing, so there's multiple colors. As you come up, then you have the yellow satin lace, satin fabric that curls. And then each little spot has a rhinestone setting. Now, these are not imitation Swarovski. They're just a cheaper rhinestone. So there's 4 different types of, whenever you'll hear me say mixed media stones, you either have Swarovski, Swarovski is not, the only way you'll know if it's Swarovski is if like they actually have the Swarovski swan logo on it, and they usually go get in partnership with Swarovski in order to do that. So you're not none of these pieces don't have Swarovski in them. They don't. And just by doing that, like the price is just ridiculously more expensive. Now, here's a fun fact about Swarovski crystals. Swarovski, they are not crystals. They are glass. So it's a huge misconception. It is a glass, okay? And so there is Swarovski crystals, and then there is imitation Swarovski, which is the exact same thing. It's just not the brand. It's just not the actual brand. So like I did a previous video on the Couture de Force pieces, and you'll hear me sometimes say imitation Swarovski. That means that it is identical. They have the same sheen, luster, brilliance, and you can't tell the difference if it was or if it wasn't, because it's just glass. Many manufacturers do imitation Swarovski crystals, and nothing makes a Swarovski crystal more pure. It doesn't, because it's not a crystal. It's glass. It's blown glass. And then you have fake crystals, so rhinestones. So then you have rhinestones. This is a rhinestone. So a rhinestone is just an imitation of a diamond, but these are not the best. Like the cut on them is really not the best at all. They're brilliant, but they're not my favorite. If they were imitation Swarovski, they would shine a lot more, and I would much rather prefer that. And then lastly, you have plastic rhinestone beads. So I did one on the Couture de Force piece, which was the Queen of Hearts. Her scepter has a plastic rhinestone. That's the absolute cheapest quality. It's just a plastic stone trying to be glass crystal, and it's not. So there you have it. That's like the elevation, right? Of like from like top tier down to just awful. You shouldn't have even incorporated it. So with the plastic rhinestone. Another detail I forgot to mention is you have these pearlescent, I thought these were going to be pearl stones. So then you also have these faux pearl stones that have their flatheads, similar to Swarovski crystals, but they're pearlescent. And that's what I thought they were going to be here. All of these details you see here, they're like these little bubble details around here. And they're just these bubble details, and they're just painted in this pearlescent finish paint. Like, that's what it is. But they are not pearl. They don't have these pearl aspects to it. As we move on into the top, you're going to see Jim's iconic rose mauling detailing. Actually, the only his staple rose mauling you experience here up on the center of the dress. That's the only like standard Jim Shore detailing you're experiencing. Then you have, I've never seen him do this before, you have here, as you zoom in, it's like this, it almost looks like a straw that's been slit in half and then twirled and like curled up, and it's creating like this ribbon effect. I love it. I've never seen him do something like this before. It's the first time he's ever done a detailing like this, and let me tell you, it's exquisite, and I freaking love it. I love it so much. Then we come up to the center of the dress, the bodice area, and it is just standard solid. And then as you look at the shawl right here, there's another rhinestone right in the center as well. You're going to come up to her gloves, and then you have her holding the rose in what seems to be, it's inside like this resin glass detail. She's staring right into the rose. Her face is absolutely beautiful. It's the largest, this is the largest size we've ever seen Belle in. This is, I believe this is a 1/4 scale, by the way. So 4 of these, if you were to stack them up, would be a life size. It's almost like, no, it's a 1/5 scale. It would be like a life size Belle. And then you have Belle's face here. I mean, it looks beautiful. I love her face. It looks amazing. I think now that it's such a bigger piece, they're able to capture the details of their faces beautifully. You have her pearlescent-like earrings, which are the same color, by the way, of the pearlescent details that you also see here, which I forgot to mention, which is the same at the bottom of the base. Those little pearlescent details. And then on the back of her hair, she has this her beautiful ribbon that's holding her hair back, and then she has some of those pearl-like details in the back as well. This is an impeccable piece. Again, I believe she retails for $150 or $175 MSRP. If you can find us for $150 MSRP free shipping, go for it. I highly recommend it. I don't think it's going to go lower than that. It's just a really big box to ship. It's massive. It's the same. It's not as big as the Maleficent, the piece I did, the Grand Gesture Maleficent piece, which was my first video ever on YouTube. Which I think that box is a little bigger and heavier, but nevertheless, it is a big, big, big box. So shipping is not going to be. It's not cheap. Shipping on this is minimally going to cost at least $50 minimum. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece. I'm in love. I can't believe this. Like today was freaking an epic, epic, epic haul with everything that we received today. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and you found value in it. I really hope that if you haven't already, consider subscribe, because I'm going to keep bringing you content. We have new videos coming. I already filmed a Stitch video. I filmed a Lion King video. I have four new of my X-Men Iron Studios pieces video that's coming in next week, which I'm going to film shortly. We have another shipment coming in next week of more of these pieces, so we have that coming up. We have the Sleeping Beauty video and Aladdin video all coming up really soon, so stay tuned. And then we have October's videos are going to be epic. It's all Halloween inspired, so I can't wait for that. So again, thank you so much for being here. Again, if you love this video, go brag and share it all over socials. I appreciate it. Thank you for being with me here today. And again, you can go ahead, if you haven't already. Two of my favorite Disney groups is Disney Avengers. Go join them. They're mainly European based, but if you're looking for pieces that were more exclusive, Europe, and Europe is actually releasing a lot of second editions of a lot of pieces that have become very difficult to find. Go check that page out, and they are amazing. I believe they're located in Holland and the Netherlands predominantly. The admins are, but they're super, super sweet. Go check them out, and go check out Disney on Display. That is where you can view all of these pieces if you want to purchase them. I only have one of each I'm selling, so go check it out. And these are going to be your pieces. I've already opened them. I've checked them out. They're all in great condition. So go check it out. Thank you so much for being with me here this evening, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.